Hi, I wanted to take a few minutes to chat with everybody about speaking scores. We've been doing a lot of workshops lately, meeting a lot of teachers, and one topic that keeps coming up over and over and over is, what about those speaking scores? No matter which assessment you're taking, speaking is tough, and it's getting harder because we are pressed for time and it's hard to get that speaking in. It's harder because the expectations have really gone up as far as the core curriculum and what students are expected to be able to argue and analyze and debate and justify. There's a lot of language built into core curriculum now. So there's higher and higher expectations for speaking all the time. So I wanted to chat about that a little bit, give us a bit of a reality check, and then talk about some things we can do to help make speaking a little bit more of a focus in our classrooms. So I'm in Maryland here, and we are part of the WIDA consortium. So we look at things through the WIDA rubrics and access scores. But wherever you are, whatever assessments or rubrics or scales you're using, it's very similar. So I want to share my screen for a second so that I can talk to you about the expectations that are out there and what's the expectations behind the scores. We automatically feel like this doesn't show, it doesn't do my students justice. It doesn't show what they know. But when we look at the criteria by which their speaking is scored, you see the disconnect. So let me show you the WIDA performance definitions for speaking and writing. Okay, so if we take a look here, usually we start feeling uncomfortable once students get to level 3 and we're trying to get them up into the 4s and 5s. So if we take a look here, to be a 4 or 5 in speaking means that we have multiple complex sentences, organized, cohesive, coherent, expanded sentences, complex grammatical structures, broad range of sentence patterns, complex structures, technical, abstract, content area language, words and expressions across content areas, specific and technical language. So when you think about all that, that's a lot. That's pretty sophisticated conversation in a content area, not just being able to maturely speak to a friend in a casual setting. This is talking about academic content at a high level. And so when you think about your students speaking to you on a day-to-day basis, they may be very fluent, very comprehensible, but are they speaking at an academic level that is technical and can happen across content areas? That's very difficult, and that's what our assessments are looking for, and we're struggling to get there. Here are a few ideas that can help address that. Once we're aware of the disconnect between what is expected in an assessment and scoring and what's happening in the classroom, then we can better prepare ourselves and our students to make that happen more on a regular basis. My first tip for focusing on speaking is to really think about your lesson plans and the flow of your day, and how much time are you dedicating to making sure students are getting opportunities to speak. We tend to get caught up in the pace, trying to get through, the bell's going to ring, we've got PE in 5 minutes, and we rush through and we try to get it all in. And sometimes I challenge you to just slow it down, take your time, skip a few little steps that aren't as important, and really take the time to let students dig in and talk about and discuss the content in front of them. If students aren't regularly given the opportunity to speak in an extended way about an academic topic, they're definitely not going to feel comfortable doing that when it comes time to put on some headphones and speak to a computer or to speak to an adult and be scored. So how much time are you dedicating to this during the day? The other part of this is providing students with a lot of structure so that they know what an academic conversation sounds like. They know what discourse is. They know the expectations. They know about complexity. They know about coherent messages. And they get opportunities to see that modeled. So monitor your own presentation. Monitor your own language and speech. If I were to score you in your classroom as you're presenting a lesson, where on the rubric is the language in your classroom every day? When are you pushing them up? And when are you taking the comfortable route for comprehension? It's a dance. It's a balance. So to build in protocols is a great idea. Protocols or routines where students know exactly what's expected. They know what the conversation will sound like. Partner A, partner B, partner A, partner B. And they have opportunities to really express their thinking in an extended way where it's not a real quick one answer. They have to think and dig a little deeper. So I also want to share a couple resources that might help you with that. So here we have, here's one resource I highly recommend if you want to dig into discourse and speaking and working more interaction and discourse into your lesson plans. jeffsweers.org, tons of great information, video examples, protocols, formative assessments, all kinds of things to help guide you in adding more discourse and speaking into your lesson plans. He also co-authored a book here, Academic Conversations. That's also a great resource. So Google Jeff Sweers, anything Jeff Sweers, quality information. He was also part of the Stanford University Constructive Conversations. They sometimes have MOOC, the massive online course. It's a 14-hour course with tons of information around building discourse in the context of math. There's a lot out there to help you. Kate Kinsella, Dr. Kinsella out of California. Anything that she has would also be quality material for formalizing speaking and building academic discourse and academic conversations in the classroom. I hope these couple tips and ideas help you. I know it's still hard and it's frustrating, but with a time and structure, they'll get there. They'll do better. So tell us your favorite discourse strategies. Is there a routine or a protocol or a strategy that you use that really gets students speaking? Send us a note or put in a comment and share yours. We'd be happy to compile them and share them back out to the larger group. Have a great day.